Hi, my name is Kathy Vo. I'm from Communications 20, and this is my informative speech on ocean acidification. Ocean acidification is sometimes called climate change's equally evil twin. Ocean acidification is not talked about as much as climate change, but the same factors that cause climate change causes ocean acidification as well. I personally didn't even know about ocean acidification until I took a marine biology class my senior year in high school. Ocean acidification is perhaps equally as scary as climate change, if not more scary, since we don't really see or feel the effects of ocean acidification. You don't really see it happening, so you're not as scared since it's happening underwater. This is why I think being informed about ocean acidification is really important, since we really can't see its effects. So hopefully I'll be able to give you a better sense of how real ocean acidification is and how dangerous it can be if changes don't happen. Today I'd like to give you what ocean acidification is and the causes and effects of ocean acidification in a nutshell. So you might be thinking, what is ocean acidification and why should we even care about it? In simple terms, ocean acidification is the ocean becoming more acidic. So what this means is, on a pH level, ocean water would drop lower and lower on a pH scale. So the lower a number gets, the higher the acidity. How acidic our ocean is very important, because at a certain pH level, marine life will start to get affected. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the average pH before the year 1800 was 8.2, making it a basic pH level, which is fine because ocean water is normally slightly basic, but at this rate, the estimated pH by 2100 is below 7.5, which is more on the acidic side. And at this pH level, this will start to dissolve marine life shells, such as oysters and lobsters, and coral reef will start to become weaker as well. So back to the acidification and how it happens. The basic cause of ocean acidification is because of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, also known as CO2, is produced by all living things, but extra harmful CO2 is added to the atmosphere when humans burn fossil fuels. And according to the Scientific American, in 2019, about 36.8 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide was pumped into the atmosphere. This is a concerning number because CO2 naturally dissolves into the water, and the ocean absorbs about 1/4 of the CO2 that humans create. But as the ocean absorbs more CO2, the CO2 changes the chemistry of seawater and makes it more acidic. So now that you have a sense of what ocean acidification is like, we can start to closely examine how ocean acidification affects our marine life. As the ocean becomes more acidic, it can make it difficult for marine calcifying organisms. Marine calcifying organisms are any organisms that uses calcium carbonate, also known as CaCO3, in their shells. So basically, anything with a hard shell is a calcifier, such as clams, oysters, and lobsters. It can make it difficult for a marine calcifying organism because their existing shells can start to dissolve. According to Coast Adapt, some marine life will benefit from the higher CO2 concentrations in the ocean, such as algae or seagrass, but a more acidic environment is worse in general. The shells and skeletons of animals will become less dense, and coral reef will have a harder time building their skeletons. Within the ocean, there's a food chain, and when something in the food chain is interrupted, it works its way up the food chain and affects other marine life as well. If changes aren't made in order to make the ocean less acidic, by the year 2010, the global annual costs of mollusks lost from ocean acidification could be well over $100 billion. And our coastal protection for marine ecosystems that protects us from extreme weathers might no longer be there to serve as coastal protection. Ocean acidification has the potential to affect food security as well. This can affect people who rely on sea creatures for food. Ocean acidification is so real and can change our lives for the worst. Our ocean absorbs our CO2, but too much CO2 for the ocean turns it acidic, and this will start to affect our marine life and eventually will start to affect us as well. Ocean acidification is a big problem, and changes need to be made before our lifestyle is changed. Thank you.